It's Friday and we're back with our arts and culture segment. Joining us in the studio is our culture correspondent, Song Yoo-jin. Welcome, Yoo-jin.
Great to be back, Jungmin.
Great to have you back. What do you have for us today?
Well, Jungmin, we often hear that Korean culture such as K-pop or K-content is putting Korea on the map. But today, interestingly, I have a story about an illustrator who's quite literally putting Korea on the map. First, take a look. You know Gwanghwamun Gate, but you've never seen it quite like this. This is how UK-based map artist Jenni Sparks reimagined one of Seoul's most iconic landmarks. For over a decade, her hand-drawn maps have covered major cities across the West, such as London, New York, Paris, and Berlin. Now she's turning her creative compass toward Asia, starting with Seoul.
Like the traditional architecture is extremely different from all the cities that I've done before. I think also like the actual geography of the place, it's very like mountainous, including in like the middle of the city.
This idea sparked when Seoul, who runs a local tour business in Seoul, reached out to Sparks a few years ago.
Maps are usually seen as just information, useful in the moment, but often forgotten after. Jenni Sparks' map, however, felt like a work of art. So I thought, what if we could create a map people would treasure, one that tells a story of the place they live?
That question led to Sparks creating a map of Seoul's Seochon neighborhood before setting her sights on the entire city. It's halfway done, but already you can see what makes her maps so unique. It's not just the pop art style design or the bold use of color, but the sheer level of detail, including hidden gems like Tongin Market in Jongno-gu district. That insight comes from her rigorous research, her first and most important step through books and videos. She then sketches out the bones of the city, rivers, mountains, parks, and metro lines before layering in Seoul's soul.
I will usually ask people from that city and say, is this right? Or like, take a look at this. Is there anything you're like, this is absolutely wrong? Like, no, why you've forgotten this building, or this is this is a really famous cafe, this is a really famous restaurant you have. And then right at the end, it's just kind of just drawing like lots of residential buildings. And
it's a challenging process that takes months, but the map in the end becomes something more than directions. It becomes a story, one you can hold in your hands and revisit.
Fascinating work.
Right.
So, Yoo-jin, the Seoul map is still a work in progress. When can we expect to see the finished version?
Well, I asked Ms. Sparks the same question, and she said that the completion will be sometime around this summer, but we can't exactly say for sure because it's a creative process. So it's really hard to give an exact timeline because she is starting with a completely blank sheet of paper and building everything from scratch. So it could take more time. But one of the final steps in her process, as mentioned in my report, is to talk to locals to make sure all the important places and details are accurately captured, which is the reason why she is considering visiting Seoul soon towards the end of the project to really walk around the city and make some final touches in person.
And while we wait for the Seoul map, we do have the completed Seochon map.
Right.
So what are some highlights or details to look out for?
Well, I also asked that to Ms. Sparks, and she chose the area surrounding the Tongin Market, which was also mentioned in my report, also the Seochon Gallery District, and also the Gyeongbokgung Palace. And Mr. Seol pointed out to the small neighborhood shops and the tiger statue on Illustrator Mountain, details which really show just how intricately her maps are researched and drawn. And to our viewers, if you're interested in the map, if you have suggestions for places to include on Jenni Sparks' Seoul map, she told me she's really happy to hear them. So you can visit her official website to learn more and actually get in touch with the artist.
All right, great reporting. Thank you, Yoo-jin.
Thank you.